Yeah, and this is where Joe Root's got to be, careful. I'm sure the likes of Chris Silverwood and Graham Thorpe, lots of experience there, particularly from Graham Thorpe, of playing and being in this kind of situation where you feel that everything's going against you. I think Joe's got to understand that over the 2 days, his team have got the wrong end of the decisions and the wrong end of the conditions, but India have played better. They've played better this week. They've played a brand of cricket that's very intimidating. In Ravi Ashwin, they've got the best spinner by a good distance over the two teams. Akshar Patel, you've got Kuldeep Yadav, you've got Siraj, you've got Ishant Sharma. So it's a good pace attack for this kind of wicket. And in Rohit Sharma, a world-class performer that's delivered an individual score that's put India on top in the game. And I think this is where, as an England captain, you've just got to go back to the hotel, sit down, and go, okay, we've just got to try and fight for however long this game lasts. Just keep fighting. You never know. Someone could do something remarkable. It looks like England will obviously lose the game, but try and take something over the course of the next day and a half into that third Test match. But don't get too demoralised because. Yeah. You've mentioned that this pitch is a stinker for Test match cricket over 5 days. It's not a pitch that's been prepared to last that long. I don't mind the ball spinning. I actually really enjoy watching it, and I've enjoyed watching today. It's entertaining, but when you're seeing that amount of dust and that amount of it is like batting on a beach, and it's grown and grown and grown over the course of 2.
Properly. That's as simple as that, isn't it?
Not. I mean, and there's people out there saying, it's the same for both sides. It's turned from ball one. Yes, it did, but it's not turned from ball one like it's turning now. So winning the toss is a massive advantage, and as it was in the first game. But I thought in the first Test match, if India had batted properly in the first innings, they'd have drawn that game. It was because they batted badly in that first innings. Whereas this pitch, as you said, this isn't prepared properly for a 5-day Test match wicket. It's a real poor cricket wicket, and India have maximised what they have in front of them and played some good cricket, particularly with the batting hand. To get that amount of runs on that kind of surface was a good effort. And in Ravi Ashwin, we saw him get 6 for in the first Test. He's got another 5 for now. I'm pretty sure he might get another couple of 5-ers before the end of the series. Yeah, and I think that's what India like. They like to get the opposing captain into that kind of mindset because there's a negativity. There's that seed of doubt that you've thrown into the opposing captain's mind that things are going against you. So Joe's got to get back to that hotel tonight, as I said, speak to some of the senior coaching members, understand it is what it is. India have played better over the 2 days. There's no point in coming out criticising the pitch. That'll sound like sour. We can do that. We can talk on behalf of everyone. I mean, we're cricket fans at the end of the day, and we can see when things are not right. And let's be honest, over the years, England have prepared some wickets that we've looked at and gone, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I mean, it's that fine balance, isn't it, that I thought in the first Test match, the pitch was too flat for too long, and then it exploded almost too quickly. It didn't kind of just deteriorate over a longer period of time, whereas this one, it is done too much too soon. And yeah, it is a fine balance. You expect it to spin. You expect footholds to arrive on days 2, 3. And in Ravi Ashwin, you know that whatever the conditions are, it's going to be difficult because he's such a wonderful spin bowler. But when you see that it's clear that they've not prepared an end, and it's both ends that are doing it, but particularly one end. Yeah. And I would suggest it's probably the end that they knew that Ravi Ashwin was going to be bowling from. They thought, there's a nice patch for Ravi, just give it a scrub. Which is home conditions. You are allowed to do that. It's your home advantage. But, I do like to see pitches prepared that potentially at least look like they're going to last 4 days or so. Well, and all that's going to... I mean, and also, I guess, look at the teams that are travelling around the world. They're not getting the 3 or 4 4-day games leading into a series. So... it makes it almost doubly bad. What will happen, and we know it's going to happen, England will play 5 Test matches against India in the summer in England, and it's just going to hoop around all over the place. Yeah. And I won't be in favour of that either, because, you're looking at different scenarios going forward. I mean, Ben Foakes is... I know he's only played a few games, but he looks to me like the best wicketkeeper in the world. He just looks like he makes wicketkeeping look so easy. Just melts into his gloves, and with the batting hand today, he just, he plays spin well. We know that from his time playing in Sri Lanka a few years ago when he got that terrific 100. So we know he's a good player of spin. I just wonder down the track, with all these would put the potential as players of batsmen and folks with a wicketkeeper batsman. Dan Lawrence has struggled at 3. Will it be Zach Crawley that comes in for 3? Will Johnny Bairstow come into the next Test match at number 3, or will they think Ollie Pope at number 3? I mean, there's so many options that England find, but when you see a keeper like Ben Foakes, and someone that batted so well, you think, oh, he's such a good player.
Yeah.
You almost want 12, don't you? And you want folks to kind of go out there and keep when the spinners are on. I mean, Butler's keeping's been very, very good as well in the last year, so it is tricky. But when you see a player play so well over the course of 2 days back into the Test match in tough conditions, you think, oh, I might see a bit more of that. There's a little DVD that the England off spinners could produce over the course of the last 3 Tests. If you think back to some of the dismissals Dominic Best got in Sri Lanka, in that first innings when he got a 5 for in Gaul, and now Moeen picked up. If you look at Dominic Best getting Pujara caught off the back of short leg in the first Test here, Moeen Ali with the Sharma this summer. The England off spinner
catch and root it.
Extra cover, flying one-handed. The England off spinners, they've got a bit of fortune going their way at the minute. Long may that continue.